All right, folks. So are you guys excited to get started with our presentation? Woo, yes. Well, without further ado, it is my privilege to introduce to you, back by popular demand, let's hear it for Josh Watkins.
Find my clicker, kind of an idea. So the fun idea of this is, and why I just said magic, because of course we're in the Magic Kingdom pretty much, but that I can take in a low-code solution, something that I've built. I built this little guy, and you can text that number, any color that you can think of. Now I built this, and I put some crazy color names in there that I've never heard of. And so I built this by, you send a text message into Vonage. It goes to Node, Node-RED is a low-code platform that has all kinds of people built into it. Amazon, Microsoft, everybody you can think of all have nodes inside of Node-RED. So you just choose what you want, and then you send it back out. In this case, we send out to Bing the word you put in, ask it to add a hex code. We sort those hex codes back out, and then it goes over an MQTT server and comes to this little light. And thank you for matching the light to the color. Nice job. Yeah. So the interesting part about this is I don't know how to program, but I did this all through low code. And so what's a big difference here is you can go out, and if you want to send a Vonage SMS, you just come in here, send an SMS onto this side, and type in your credentials, your to and your from number, and what you want to text. And that's it. And so programmatically, you would come in, build something in low code, attach it to your other systems, and then be able to use us in any of our voice, video, or SMS APIs. So what other low code things are there? If you think about it, we're built into all of these. So we've been around a long time. We were Nexmo before we were Vonage. And all of these, if you go out and do a Google search for this, you'll find us in every one of those. And then there's people like MuleSoft that specialize, or if this then that specialize in putting those together. All of these have integrations into us that you can just walk in, put in your credentials like you saw, and send out your messages instantly. But this is kind of a closed system what you have when you're looking at it. All I can do is send it texts and colors, to change it. If I want to go outside of the world of sending an SMS to this, I have to build something cooler. And so to do that, I want to build something that's going to augment my system that I already have. That could be a PBX, that could be anything along those lines, but adding the AI onto that, into that voice channel or the SMS channel, allows you to go one step further and really take your older system and bring it into the future. So AI Studio, which is what I was talking about, is we've put together AI capabilities, connectors off to different things, talk to different CRMs, and go through all kinds of channels that we would, like the voice and the WhatsApp and everything we were talking about. So some of the things you could do is having an AI conversation, any of these, but here's a big one that's coming lately, is deflecting that initial call volume from your call center, especially during spikes like Black Friday and things along those lines. So you can take it into our AI system, and then when you find the people that need to talk to it, you can then bring the people to the right thing. And I'll go over that in a second. But first I want to actually, this is our AI system. You'll notice it's very much drag and drop, kind of like Node-RED or any of the others, where you're just going to want to say, hi, I want to change the color of Josh's V. And so, without further ado, maybe, if I can find my mouse. I'm just using my Vonage phone to make a call.
Hi, so you want to change the color of Josh's V behind his desk? Well, you are in the right place. Let's start by saying any color at all and picturing the color in your mind. We will see if the system agrees. Go.
Purple.
Wait for it. Now how does that look to you? Good, right? Well, if you are satisfied, go ahead and hang up and it will remain that color. If you are curious though, let's try something a little more fun. Let's figure out what the internet thinks is the color of your favorite country. The cool part is that Vonage AI has a parameter to restrict entries to only be able to recognize a country name. Please state your country at the beep. Beep.
Monkey.
No, seriously, say a country. Beep.
Canada.
I hope that was fun for you. It's a little basic, but we want to just show you the power of the AI, as it can apply to a voice call and how it can interact with almost anything to make it work. If you want one more chance, let's think of anything at all in a word. All right, let's just think really hard. What would make a good color combo? Tell me your word. Now.
Ocean.
Well, I hope that looks good for you. We took the word you gave us, ocean,
How did I match that?
text color, and ran it through a search engine. Then took the top 3 non-repeating answers. We sent the color codes off to this IoT controller which mixed them together. That's all, folks. Hope it was informative and fun. Till next time. Goodbye, and thanks for playing.
So that system that I talked about was just built in here. And so I answered the call, I did everything, I collected the data, all just by pulling these nodes onto the load code system. I learned this in about a half hour by watching a video of somebody else doing it, and then I just repeated it. Because like I said, I don't really know how to program. Well, I did, like turn of the century. And then I stopped, because coding wasn't fun anymore. So now, let's go back to this guy. This is the part that I talked about going into a country, asking specifically about that, and having it not like what's going to happen if you don't say a country. What's the fallback? What's the everything is already built into there, so that you can you're keeping your customers on course, keeping them going where you want. So that was, and then I took AI, what was in AI Studio, and I put it back into Node-RED, so that it would change the color of this with the MQTT server. So where is this applicable, other than just obviously having a cute little color change go on, is if you have a call coming into your call center, and especially if it's an older PBX that has a limited capacity, we can take those calls, hold off, keep them in the Vonage AI side, because Vonage voice has huge capacity. And so if you've got something that has a limited capacity, we can take it, we can answer the stupid questions, what's your account balance, what's your this, what's your that, and then when you want to go into the call center, you go directly to the department you want to. So you're not spending a bunch of time in your PBX also trying to figure out how to route that call. You already know where it's going to go because we've done that. So you've deflected huge amounts of times from your call center, either by answering their questions or by getting them directly to who they need. So that's it. Feel free to text some more. Come back tomorrow. But any questions or anything that I can help you guys with?
Any questions?
All right.
Just comments. That was great. Yeah.
So also I can give demonstrations and talk more in depth. We've got a whole demo booth set up over there. All right. Thank you.